So, what might DA Nathan Hochman be talking about today? Let's bring in our law enforcement analyst, Sonny Slaughter, on the program today. Sonny, good morning. What do you think DA Hochman is going to say today?
Good morning, Julie, and good morning, Cordes. I think that he might consider the resentencing portion of this. A lot of people don't know. This seems like it's unusual, the resentencing and the habeas corpus and all of this, but it actually is not that unusual, and it has happened in other cases that have not been high profile, including the case against my own ex-husband who was a predator in New Jersey. So what happens is they have to consider all of the factors, and I think that is what the DA is working on right now. I do like the way that he is taking time, that he is going through it, because they have to look at the law enforcement investigation. They have to look at the evidence and what has been determined that this letter might not be considered new evidence. I think what you explained in the habeas corpus was crystal clear, or hopefully crystal clear for the public. And this is a process that needs to play out, but it's actually not a very new process, and it has happened in other cases, just not those that have been high profile and may not have had a documentary or several movies attached to it.
Right, Sonny. A lot of Gen Zers have just seen the series and are taking some things that have been, added in as part of the scripting as fact. And, and we realize when you hear DA Hochman speak, like he did at that presser not too long ago, there are many factual things that aren't the focus of that series or the doc, like those 5 different sets of lies that they told, and how the story has evolved with the alleged sex abuse. These two have a history of suborning perjury and fabricating evidence. He noted that at the presser. So as you said, Sonny, he's very methodically and carefully gone through everything. He's taking his time and certainly not rushing to make a decision. Gavin Newsom also taking his time. Sonny, I have a clip for you where he's talking about this risk assessment evaluation that he's having done on the Menedez brothers.
There's no guarantee of outcome here. My office conducts dozens and dozens of these clemency reviews on a consistent basis, but this process simply provides more transparency, which I think is important in this case, as well as provides us more due diligence before I make any determination for clemency.
All right, so his office providing this risk assessment. So he's ordered this be done of the Menedez brothers to see if essentially they're going to be a danger to society if they get out. Sonny, I want to know what you think. You've done a lot of cases throughout your career. Are these guys a danger in your view?
I don't think they are a danger to the public, and I think it is necessary for the assessment, and every case like this requires a very methodical and meticulous assessment of their behaviors, what they have done inside, the ways in which they have acted towards their fellow inmates, but also whether they will conform to the norms and practices of today, and the fact that they lied so many times. So we have to be careful. It is important that this case take the time that is necessary, because this case could set precedents for other releases. And sometimes I think those who are following all of the highlights of the media documentary series don't seem to get that. When you make a decision in a case like this and others, it can sway other cases where danger is clear and evident, but then it goes through all of these processes. And it can complicate things. So I think it's important for us to understand the process, follow a very meticulous process, and I think that's what the governor and the DA are doing. I don't have a problem with whatever they decide, because I think they are really focused on the details, the facts, the evidence, and the truth, and not the hype and highlights of what the media has portrayed in all of the movies and all of the recent documentaries and in the public outcry.
Right, Sonny. Yes, D.A. Hochman, he is dropping the facts at those press conferences, talking about the lies, the suborning perjury, all of the stories. He's certainly focused on the facts, and that's where we want him to be. Thank you for your opinion on that. Again, 1 p.m. Eastern is the time.